Hunter Johnson, if you guys remember, was a former Clemson quarterback at that same time where they brought in like five pretty good quarterbacks all at the same time. That was a pretty bad idea because at the end of the day, what happened is they all left. Just about all of them basically left. So one, I think it was Kelly Bryant ended up winning out, right? And then Trevor Lawrence after that, and the rest of the guys were all gone after that. So he called. Now here's the story. He calls Dabo Swinney and he says, "Hey, I want to be a graduate assistant." And Dabo says, "Well, hey, do you still have a COVID year?" Well, he's only really played 3 years. 2020 didn't get any. He used up a year of eligibility, but didn't play at all. 2021, he played like 3 games and, went 45 for 75, 4 touchdowns, 4 interceptions with Northwestern. So he calls Dabo. He says, "We want to move back down south. My girlfriend and we met at Clemson. We want to come back down. Can I be a GA, a graduate assistant?" Dabo says, "Well, if you still got a year left, come on and play and use up that last year." The running joke of the year. Well, we have open scholarships available. Come on down. Take one if you will. Now, last year, it's a big contrast, guys, because the first thought in my mind is you're going from basically having one quarterback. Really, I mean, we could say 2 quarterbacks, but basically all of last year, pretty much having one quarterback. Now you're having like Cade, DJ, Hunter Helms, and Billy Wiles. So you have 5. And if, Will Taylor comes back and is completely healthy, you could have 6 potential quarterback. Now, I know all of them aren't going to be like equally as talented, so it's not going to be that big a deal. And a lot of people say, well, Morgan, is this QB number 2? Is he going to be QB number 2? Is he going to be QB number 3? I'll pass it to Al first. What are your thoughts on Hunter Johnson coming in? At first, my thing is it's a player-coach thing. Do you agree, disagree, or is he pushing for a starting role?
No, I don't think he's going to push for a starting role. I mean, I'm okay if he does. I mean, he would have to show something like some incredible improvement. But no, I think it's kind of a player-coach deal, a safety net, which is always good to have in the world of college football today. A lot of people, are not that lucky. So look, to have DJ, who we hope shows a lot of improvement this offseason, to have a star like Cade Klubnik come in, and to have Hunter Johnson, just in case somebody goes down and, in case a DJ, we're going to assume for now that he's the incumbent and, he's the guy that I say the incumbent, the guy that's going to be the returning starter. If something were to happen to Cade Klubnik, you got a guy that at least knows a little bit about Clemson, knows a little bit about the system, and could potentially come in and run your offense, to some degree. So I think this is a great thing for Clemson for sure. I'm excited to have him, and glad he decided to come back.
Houston, do you have the same thoughts? Are you excited for him to be back? Glad to have him back?
Yeah, no, I think it provides stability. I think it provides some leadership to a room that needs that right now. Even though he's not more than likely going to be a starter or really contending for that much playing time, you have someone who can at least provide a push for both quarterbacks and DJ and Cade. And in the situation of either somebody going down or a situation like in 2018 where Trevor was out for a spell for a game, you had someone who I think you could trust the reins for at least a game, depending on what the game is. But I wouldn't feel uncomfortable if you had to give the ball for one game to Hunter Johnson.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a good fail-safe. He's obviously someone there that is a veteran presence, has been at 2 different programs, so understands really sticking it out and the value that Clemson brings compared to, another Big Ten, opposing Big Ten team. I guess you could say opposing. But he has seen it, and he can come back in. And I think really it kind of segues him into being a GA maybe in 2023 to where he can be a part of that. You know what they say, Big Al? If you can't do, you coach. So that's why we are. And if you can't do or coach, then you start up a YouTube and talk about all those people. So